Hey guys, I've received several requests asking about what kind of video equipment I've been using for my YouTube videos. So I thought I'd make a quick video showing you my whole setup on what I do and how I make my YouTube videos, especially for these tabletop reviews. I was heavily inspired by stschmalhaus's a video he had at the end of last year of 2011 called Behind the Scenes, the Making of a Tabletop Review. And after watching that video, I saw that I really needed to improve my lighting and my camera and some of the other equipment that I had. This is the Flip Ultra camera. This is what I've been using since around June or July of 2011. Before that I was using this pink, my wife's flip camera, and I finally upgraded for this one, which was in HD, but it still wasn't all that great. I couldn't really zoom in that much, and you could really tell on some of the videos from last year. For example, I couldn't do anything like this and get that close on a product. It was just way too blurry. But it's done well for me for a while, just being able to, it's very small and portable. I could take it to a lot of different places, and no one ever really pays attention that I have a camera on me. But it was starting to get time where I needed to invest in a better camera, so I'm going to show you that camera in a second. But this has been the Flip Ultra that I've been using previously, and it's worked fairly well. Let's see, do I have any videos? Yeah, you can see some of the Transcend Prime videos here, all the making of it. You can see all the bad takes that it takes for me to make those videos. Anyway, so let me show you the new camera. Alright, so here's my new camera that I purchased. This is the Sony HDR CX110. I'm actually filming using the Flip Ultra camera that I showed you earlier. And this camera, the Sony's been really nice. I've been really happy with it. I bought it for around, I don't know, less than $300. I actually bought it was on clearance at Target, and I bought the store model, which was the display model, just to save on a little bit more money. I didn't want to spend that much money on a camera just because technology is always changing and improving. So but yeah, it's performed fairly well for me so far. I've been really happy with it on the tabletop reviews. And so what I did to test this thing out is I brought some of the items that I was really unhappy with my reviews on, and that was the 4.7s one of the Cork Mini AA squared, and also the Phoenix E05 review. I just felt I couldn't get a lot of detail, as you can see with the Flip Ultra. You know, I'll show you later using the Sony, but you really can't see that text that well. It just gets too blurry with this camera. And then same goes with the Phoenix. So I was just a little bit unhappy with the quality of the Flip Ultra after time, so that's why I ended up purchasing a camera that's just a little bit nicer than that. So let's put this back on the tripod and we'll talk about this more. Here's another look at those same items using the Sony Handycam. So I'm able to get a lot more detail in my video now using this camera and the lighting. Okay, and then with the Phoenix flashlight. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that so far. One of the things I changed first was the background that I've been using on my videos. This is actually an exercise pad. I bought it at a store. I did a lot of shopping with Mr. Monkeyman 50 virtually, and I was filming videos at various stores and showing them different yoga mats and exercise mats, and we eventually decided that this cream color one was the best one that looked good with the most amount of gear. So I didn't want anything bright in color. I didn't want anything too dark, and what I did is I purchased I'll show this in the panned out version of it. Actually, I could lift the tripod up if you want to see it. But I basically cut this into, I got a very long sheet of it, and I cut it up into various sizes, and now I have various touchdown stations, and I could set this thing up anywhere. I've done some videos on the washer and dryer before, and I've done, since using this, I've used it in a variety of locations. Right now I'm in the bedroom. So so this is a very good purchase for me to have. It allows me to be portable on my reviews, so I don't always have to be stuck on my office desk. So having a portable background I thought was really nice to have for the tabletop reviews. Alright, here's a few more things that I've done for my videos. On my desk now, I'm always trying to keep some nail clippers and some Eucerin, some moisturizing lotion. And that's because it seems like most of the time on YouTube I'm a hand model, and I'm always showing my hands, and I don't want to have grimy fingernails and dirt on it, or look like Ashy Larry or anything, because I get kind of ashy on my knuckles and stuff. So now I'm always having lotion nearby and a fingernail clippers. So, and then of course I usually have a beer with me when I'm filming, because YouTube videos are very frustrating and I need to have some kind of beer with me. The scales back here, I have the tape measure somewhere. there. So I'm going to pan out a little bit more. I'm going to lift the tripod up. And as you can see, I invested in some lights. So let's talk about these lights a little bit. So again, after watching Stefan's video on how he does his making of tabletop reviews, I wanted to invest in some nice lights. These ones cost around $50 on, I actually got them on eBay. I'll put a link down below in the description on what brand they are and everything, because off the top of my head I forget. But they're I have some nice daylight bulbs in them, and they've been working fairly well. They produce a nice amount of light to them, and they're portable, so I could pack these things up. I could actually take this off here, and it comes with a nice little case for these stands, and it allows me to take my tabletop reviews anywhere I want to go with these lights. And when you have both of them shining, it produces a nice light on whatever you're doing your tabletop review of. So of course with these I also have a extension cord. I'll show you down there below. You can see the white one, that's where they're both plugged in. And so when I do tabletop reviews on the go, I usually pack these things up, bring an extension cord with me, and bring my background, and then I'm pretty much set on whatever I need to do. So this does good for the tabletop reviews, but I also do some videos where I'm showing people in front of the camera, and I need to have a different kind of lighting for that. So let me show you these in a different room. These are the umbrella lights that I purchased for some of my indoor videos. I got them from Amazon.com for around $45. They're made by a company called Cowboystudio. They go up pretty high too if you need them to. And I find that they help remove some of the shadows that I was getting before in some of my earlier videos when filming indoors, especially like people in front of the camera. So, they're not really that durable, as you can see. It kind of comes apart, but they do the trick for me. So those are my umbrella lights. Here's what the umbrella lights look like when they're all collapsed. So as you can see, they're very portable, so I can take them a lot of different places. For those of you wondering, I use Windows Live Movie Maker for my video editing software for YouTube videos. And the only reason I use it is because it's free, it's already on my computer, and it's very simple to use. So eventually I'll upgrade this and get something a little fancier, but for right now it's doing the trick for me. So again, it's the El Cheapo Windows Live Movie Maker. Alright, so far we've talked about cameras, we've talked about backgrounds, we've talked about lighting, but we haven't talked about storage. And I think that's a very important part on making YouTube videos, is how you back up all your files. I know a lot of you guys that check out my channel are into prepping and everything, and prepping for SHTF and things like that. But for me, an important prep that I do is backing up my files on various computers and hard drives. So as you can see, I'm kind of maxed out right here. I have a special partition on my hard drive that's just for my YouTube videos, and I only have a little less than 5 gigs left on that one. So I have all of my YouTube videos, at least not all the pieces to the videos, but at least the final product of the videos on my netbook here. Then I also back up everything on an external hard drive. This is a 2.5 inch little external one. I have a 300 gigs on here. And that has everything. That has all the files that didn't make the cut, and then the ones that were used for the videos, and the final version and everything too. And then I also have them on a desktop as well. And so let me zoom in a little bit here. I also have a partition here. I have about 200 gigs that also has you can see a YouTube, the D drive there, and I have a 1 terabyte if I need to use that as well. So right now I'm just using that D drive there that just has about 200 gigs on it. I don't have that many videos yet. So I have all my videos backed up in 3 different locations, so I feel semi-safe. And then actually, speaking of safes, I do put this in a fireproof safe, so if the house burns down for whatever reason and I lose my netbook, I lose my desktop, hopefully that'll survive and I'll still have some YouTube videos, because it takes a lot of work on making these things, and I would hate to lose them. So I think that's all the changes. So let's sum this video up. That's going to do it for this video of my YouTube video production gear. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it and seeing a little of the behind the scenes action that goes on over here while I'm by myself talking to myself in a room. But again, my setup's fairly portable, so I could take this to a variety of different places: in the laundry room, at a friend's house, at the office, in the bedroom. I'm in the bedroom right now, and it seems to work fairly well for me. I've been happy with especially with the new camera and the lighting and the background. I think it's really helped out get some of the fine details that I wasn't getting before. Oh, by the way, I have a very cheap tripod. Let me see if I can show it to you. There you go. It's a Targus. I got it at Target for, I don't know, $20. Oh, I got my REI socks too, so that's a good representation. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave any kind of comments below. And again, this is my YouTube production gear. Talk to you later.